Well, hello, I'm Christian Simone. Welcome back to my channel. This video may be a little bit uncomfortable for some because it's going to hit on a topic that I think can be a little spicy. That is how to not be frumpy if you are 35 plus. In our ever-changing world, you got everybody trying to stay forever young, which is weird to me because you are aging from the very moment you are birthed and you are aging. Now, some people age more rapidly than others, depending on how their lifestyle, genetics, whatever you got going on. But that doesn't mean that just because you're aging isn't a negative. It is great. You're still alive. You're able to still do something. However, just because you're aging doesn't mean that you just say, I don't give not a one or a two or a red or blue F's about the way I look. Because that, my friend, is not the tea. It's not the business. And so in this video, I'm going to give you my take 5 ways to not be frumpy if you're over 35. All right, so I'm gonna be looking at my phone because I have notes. Um, the first thing out the gate that I feel that makes you look frumpy. Actually, let me roll it. What does frumpy actually even mean? So, frumpy per Webster, like if you do a Google search, you can find it. Webster calls it as dowdy and old-fashioned, typically used of a woman or her clothes. Now, dowdy. Dowdy is a word that the girls use typically in this day and age. So a dowdy is a description of a person or their clothes which is deemed unfashionable, without style and appearance, typically used of a woman. Now, I want to emphasize this. You do not hear or probably see videos, content around men 35, 40, 50 plus and how not to be frumpy. So let's get that out the gate. So unfortunately, frumpy is looked at for women. It's deemed for women. Like that was something I noticed through the definitions. So putting that out there. So that's what frumpy is. What's unfashionable? What looks like, to me, my definition and spin of it is, looks like I do not care. I don't care about me at all. And so you're going to get whatever comes out of this bag. Like that's what, to me, unfashionable, frumpy looks like. And it is easy to get into a place where frumpy is kind of your day in, day out. If you are a mom and you have small children and then multiple small children, it's very easy, and unfortunately our society amplifies this in a quote-unquote positive, for you to self-sacrifice everything for those little tiny humans which depend on you, which is important, especially if they're like little, like babies. You know, you can't do an Uber Eats or a DoorDash for a 6-month-old. Like that's just not that's not happening yet. So it's easy for our society to basically encourage this. And there are some women out there who will basically die on that hill that that is the most admirable thing in life. I am here as a childless woman by choice, but has had the whole motherhood experience. You are the first role model for your child, be it boy, girl, pal, whichever way they go. So how you take up space in the world will play a huge, huge proponent in how they view women. So that means by you basically setting yourself on fire for others' comfort and warmth, they will believe that that is what every woman should do. So for your little girl, that's how she thinks she has to govern herself. Your boy or pal, that's how he feels a woman should be and what a woman would look like, what is admirable. And that is not the case. You deserve to take a shower daily, to do your skincare both times, the morning and evening. You deserve to have water and eat and work out and read a book or do whatever you want to do, to have some spicy time at nighttime, whatever it is. You deserve that. And you also deserve to wear clothing that looks good. Like, it's not about the egotistical, I look better than you. It's just showing up in your best way. And that is a great example for your children and for anybody else around you, because it's like, I'm cute. You need to act accordingly. So that is what Frumpy is. Now we're going to get into some of what I believe are helpful tips to make this be your reality, to know what it is and how to move forward.
This is Future Christian coming with point number one that seems to have disappeared. The first point that I want to say, how you cannot be frumpy over 35, is to dress for the body you currently have. So if you had babies, you've lost weight, you've gained weight, things happen, accepting the body that you have today and dressing that body like it is a model, like runway model for where you are, is going to help you not be frumpy. Sometimes we'll wear oversized sweats, we'll wear things that, you've just basically stolen your guy's sweatpants and his t-shirts. Like, he don't have nothing. And we think that we're covering things, but it makes it worse. And you deserve to wear really nice clothes, no matter what size you are. Now, you don't have to go ball out of control for them, but it helps. Invest in a few pieces that will be great, solid foundational items, and it will help you get through. Now, let's get back to the video.
All right, number two, wear things that are modern but not overly trendy. So that to me, being that I am a Black woman, there's this term called auntie, which I'm not a fan of. It doesn't, for me personally, doesn't come from a sense of endearment or respect. Now, back in the day when I was little, it did, because I was out of respect. But this term is now to me hyper sensationalized, and it is in a negative way. It really is to me. Auntie is basically code word frumpy for, but under the Black umbrella. So when I say go modern but not overly trendy, you do not need to go logoed out. So I have seen where you are Gucci down from the head to the socks. It is not cute. It looks like you're trying hard. And to me, fashion should be fluid. Fashion should come like water. It just flows. It's effortless. It's not try hard. Now that doesn't mean that you didn't do some strategic movements, selected the right items for your shape and body, what coloring, all those things. I'm not saying that that's strategic, but the strategy should be of an essence of flow, of fluid. It looks good. It looks like I woke up like this. Like, it's just what it is. So that is to me the number two. And also in that, it's like you see trends. Don't be scared to try the trend, but you don't need to go ham simply because it looks like you're trying to be young. Like, you can sprinkle in a little something here, a little something there. Like, I'm all about the pink. I could rock a full pink outfit, but it's going to look very on brand for me because that's just kind of the vibes I give. But if you're more of a like more reserved, more, I don't want to say conservative, but that's kind of the angle I'm going in. You're more on that conservative side, like you don't do color, you don't do these things. Don't pick something that's just freaking wild. That's not your thing. But maybe instead of, if you're someone who's like prefers to go the neutrals, throw in a color that's neutral, like something like an olive. So it's not in your face neon, but it's a color. It's a little something else, it's a little zhuzh. So that's number two. All right, number three way to not be frumpy over 35. So this is going to be hard. I'll hold your hand while I talk about this one. So my babes that are 35 plus, you more than likely are in my millennial bank. Y'all are in my millennial group, which means we all, maybe owe compensation from the 2010 era makeup form. You know that it was casket matte everything with the extraterrestrial highlighter. And I see that trying to spin the block back a little bit, but not too hard. So if you haven't updated your makeup style because you were stuck in 2010, this is very much making you look frumpy and dated. So you have to understand that as you age, which again is a gift, your skin is changing. And so the skin that you may have had at 25 isn't going to be the skin you had at 35. Things start to pivot. And if you're someone who has been awarded the great gift of early pure menopause, then your skin definitely is doing some cartwheels. Like your skin is probably auditioned and may have won a gold medal in the Olympics for 2024. Just that's how the game changes. And so if you're wearing things that are super, super matte, but your skin now is super, super dry, you're going to be looking extra casket like. If your skin is super, has hyperpigmentation, things like that, painting it on like spackle isn't going to be cute. It's going to look frumpy. The trends right now for makeup and beauty, especially like with the complexion, is that satiny finish. Yes, you're trying to blur out things. We're not trying to amplify because we all have something, but it's more skin-like. Think about all the things that are coming out. They're very much skin tints. They are blurring tints. They are glowy things. Now, you don't have to go hyper glowy, especially if your skin is more on the oilier side, because you do that naturally. But you want to lean towards that. Same thing with like your lashes, your lip colors. All those things make a image or picture. And so you want to make sure that you are wearing makeup that is with the times. And make sure that you're wearing the right color. Because back in 2010, it was cool to wear a couple of I don't know, 7 shades lighter than what your natural complexion is. And that was deemed okay. That's not cute anymore. The block brows, really very sharpie like brows. Those are no longer the it. So that is number 3. Make sure that your makeup is not dated. All right, number 4, way to not be frumpy over 35. Please, please, please make sure that you are wearing foundational items that really give you the support you need. So foundations to me are your bra, your girdle, underwear, and even your shoes. To me, all of those are the basers of what you're going to put on, and that sets you up for success. So making sure that if you're still rocking bras that you had from 2010, it's time to let them things go. Like, you need to throw them in the trash, because more than likely they are a veteran. They deserve to be put to rest. And make sure that you're wearing bras that fit, especially if you've had children, if you've had any weight fluctuations, or you've gone up, you've gone down, any of that. You want to make sure that your bras are fitting you, they're holding you, they should be caressing the girls. It should be supportive. Same thing with your body shapers. And there's nothing wrong with a body shaper. I know some women are anti-girdle in that's your life, that's cool. I am someone who very much believes in the power of girdles, and shapewear is not so much of trying to conceal, because you can't conceal rolls like that. There's Photoshop, but you can't do it in real life. But you can make it look together. You can have everything nicely packaged. And so I'm big about making sure that my support items, especially as I lose weight, I've lost over 70 pounds. And with that meant having to throw out like some bras that were still in good shape, but they were not supporting the girls at the current time. And that's going to continue as I get closer to my goal. But I know that by having good foundational items, it's going to ensure how my clothes look better, because there's a smooth canvas. Again, I'm not fooling anybody by wearing a girdle. It is not meant to Photoshop 100 pounds out. That doesn't do. But how your clothes lay is based on how your canvas is sitting. So it helps just to make everything smooth, make the line smooth, wearing your right size, but it's smooth. It looks wonderful. It makes you look together, refined. If you're 35 plus, especially if you're my 40s crew, it just makes it look like, oh, she got a little money or something. Like, she looks together. It's effortless. This is what we should be teaching the young babies of what they're going to get. And so make sure that you're doing that. And same with your shoes. Please, please, if you could not walk in 5-inch heels back in your 20s when your ankles were a little bit stronger, they were a little more youthful, in your 35, 40, and those ankles are not that, they're worse, go ahead and retire the 5-inch heel. Maybe even a 4-inch heel. Maybe keep the 4-inch heel for a, date night reserved for special events. And then make sure it's a heel that has a good support. Like, I am pro platform heel. I'm a good block heel girl. I don't care. It makes me feel comfortable. I'm supported because I'm bigger. So therefore I have to make sure that I'm not trying to teeter on these like little bitty, like little toothpick heels. That's not going to be able to support all this. But I need something that's going to support me fully, and I can strut. And you can't strut when you're scared that you're going to collapse, looking like a baby giraffe learning to walk. That's not hot in the streets. That's very frumpy and not what you want to give. So make sure you're wearing heels that are comfortable, that are made of good material. I'm big about wearing things that are made from leather, leather inner and outer material, because it will start to just meld and it just ages better and it looks good and the upkeep is greater. So that's number 4. All right, and the number 5 way to not be frumpy over 35 is going to be embracing who you are, your full personality. One of the things I think that's really cool as you age, and I've always heard this soon as I was like in my mid-20s, it always would be the older ladies that would say, baby, just keep on living, baby. And, I heard when you get 40, you just don't care. And to me, what that has meant is basically returning to sender any energy that does not belong to me. Our society does a really, unfortunately, good job at conditioning women especially to give over their power, to conform or try to conform, to take all the energy you have to conform, and to look and be like whatever society deems as the it. And that unfortunately leaves that there's a lot of times that you don't get to experiment in the things that you would have wanted to because you're so busy trying to conform. Then if you work in corporate America, which is to me the people-pleasing trifecta, it leaves you having to dress and wear things that really aren't your jam, but you're doing it because you need a check. And having pink hair might be a little bit much for being Susie in accounts payable. But as you age, I would really encourage you to really figure out who it is that you are. If there's things that you've always wanted to experiment with, go do it. Like, do it now. Because we all know life is not promised, and therefore you only get this opportunity in the moment that you're in, and it would be sad to not get to figure out, do I look cute with pink hair? Do I look cute with green hair? Do I like things that are more boho versus super reserved, or maybe I like color, even though the trends are, I need to wear just dry, stale, saltine cracker neutrals. Like, maybe I like different prints. And I love when I see women embrace that. Like, maybe you're a maximalist, you're not a minimalist. You can be a maximalist in your dress, but still have a minimalist philosophy, which means I don't need 99 dresses, but of the dresses I do have, they're all beat, like they all eat well. That could be, or maybe you're someone who loves wearing jewelry, then wear the jewelry. It doesn't need to be a certain way. Now, when I see jewelry sometimes that looks frumpy is when you wear like 50,000 necklaces at once. If it is really of your persona, I think it's fine. I think you can get away with it because it fits you. But if it's something where you're like, it looks like you're trying, like it looks like I'm in costume. And that's the best way I can put it. If it looks like you're in costume, that's gonna look frumpy. But if it's like, now I wear all 50 chains in the house, and that's just your vibe, you wear all the jewelry, you got on all the rings, the nails are long, you got on multiple earrings, like all of that, but that's your jam, that's going to look fire. It's going to be a conversation starter. People are going to, you're going to be giving looks and people are going to be turning their heads like, ooh, what's that? Because people can pick up the frequency of genuineness, not this fake stuff. People pick it up and they like it. And it makes you feel good, which means your energy is just high. And it's just like, it's all the warm and fuzzies. And that's what you want to be giving. All right, well, I hope this video helped, gave you some ideas. If you have some comments, drop those in the comments. I would love a dialogue. But if you have some other tips on how not to be frumpy, leave them there, because this particular group of people, we all want to know the tea because we're all trying to be cute. Like, I'm trying to be cute until it's time for me to exit screen. Whatever stage left hits, I'm cool with that, but I want to look good because I'm too pretty to not be. But that's just how this works. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and share the video if you really, really are on tea. Until next time, make sure you're living your best life.